जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೆ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಬೆಳಗು ತಿರುಚಿರಾಪಳ್ಳಿ Hyderabad Punjab Express
পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो
Well, Punjab put into bat by the Knight Riders captain Nitish Rana, and they said there's only one way to bat, and that's swing for the fences. And they connected more than just a few. They've reached 191 at the end of their designated 20 overs. Knight Riders managing to pull it back. Yeah, it feels strange when at 191 you say they pulled it back a bit, but they did in the last quarter. You'd say probably overs 16, 17, 18, 19 going to Knight Riders, but the last one again getting 15, so pushed it up to around 191. Why I'm saying he pulled it back is because at the halfway stage with 100 at 10 overs, you thought that Punjab would cross 200. I'm Gaurav Kapur on Cricbuzz Live. I have Michael Vaughan and Bhattacharjya here with me. Fair to say, Vaughanie, that Knight Riders have managed to pull Punjab back to and done well to make them finish at under 200.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking like 210 at one stage. So they did do well in the back end of their bowling, but, you know, I just thought that the pitch is a good pitch. And in day games, I think when you get an opportunity to bat first, you know, the pitch doesn't change that much. There would be no dew. I think you give the opposition a chance to work out what the hardest deliveries are to hit. So I think we'll see lots of slow ball in the second part of the game. I just thought it was crying out for a Lockie Ferguson. When the pitch is flat, you need a difference. You need someone that can just offer that difference in your bowling attack, pace, and they just lack that. I mean, Tim Southey's non-swingers, they weren't swinging today, and he it looked like he was coming onto the bat quite nicely. So yeah, good batting performance, but I just thought the KKR bowling just lacked that little bit of something.
Yeah, I mean, you say we pulled it back, but that's a consolation for the Knight Riders, because the fact is that actually 16 of those 20 overs actually completely went Punjab's way, and 191 is quite a mammoth score.
It's quite a mammoth score, especially when you put them into bat, because then you think that there's some moisture, I'm going to get a few wickets up front. Nobody wants to chase 191. It's a big total to chase. So definitely they've got it a bit wrong. And I think, Michael, they were talking about there being a little bit of a niggle to Lockie Ferguson. I think that's why he's not playing. I think he's unfit, and that's the only reason that he's not playing. The other interesting part about it is just 5 bowlers. No Andre Russell, no Anukul Roy. Now, Anukul Roy doesn't bat. Okay, he's not, I mean, he bats, but he bats
Kinda,
at 7.
sorta.
What have they got him? He's a great fielder, but, you know, that's what
Correct. You don't understand, because just bowling with the 5 bowlers, when your 5 bowlers are actually getting some stick, right? I mean,
exactly, they've gone for 190. It's not as if your bowlers are doing very well. You've not got them 68 for 5. Look, there's one explanation, which is that there are a couple of left-handers in the top order, and they were probably waiting that a left-arm spinner against left-handers, they wanted to hold him back. But, I mean, Andre Russell, you know, bowls at the death, they didn't use him at all.
Yeah, I think for Punjab, the business model was fairly simple. It was that Shikhar Dhawan would just hold one thing together, one end bat at around 130, and everybody else try to go 175, 180 plus. And it worked today. It's actually come off. If you look at their scorecard, you see almost everybody has gone at about 2 runs a ball. Leaving aside Shikhar, Shikhar got 40 runs. And you could tell the importance of those, because as soon as he got out, Knight Riders managed to get a few tight overs in, right? But besides that, you look at Prabh Simran, you look at the 50 that Rajapaksa has hit. Jitesh Sharma, man, he hit some cracking shots there. Sam Curran as well towards the end. Shah Rukh Khan with 2 cracking 4s on the offside. So I think Punjab is kind of shown, Michael, how they intend to play this season. I mean, they still don't have Liam Livingstone in the side. Maybe you can tell us whether he's got that NOC or not. We'll get to that. Whether Punjab should actually expect Livingstone or not.
Honestly, I'd be guessing if and giving you a false answer if I knew. I don't know too much about Liam. You know, he could add to this batting lineup, because I think it's quite a sensible approach. I mean, Shikhar's still got 29 or 40, so you know he wasn't plodding along. He played a nice innings, but I think it's quite a sensible approach. If you could have someone really solid and consistent at the top, striking at 130, 140, and then you just allow everyone else to go, and you've got 5 or 6 players that can cause damage, you've got to fancy at least 1 or 2 of them are going to come off if you all commit to that style of play. So I think it's quite a sensible approach. I like this batting lineup, but I just think it's got a little bit of everything. I think it's got the difference in right and left hands, and they've got players that can pretty much. And the key to T20 cricket is those that come off the bench and have got 15, 20 balls to maximise. Can they hit sixes and can they hit boundaries? And I look at that batting lineup, and there's a number of them that can come out and from ball 1 and 2, they can strike the boundaries. So Shikhar will be the key. He's the glue. He's not going to be a tortoise at all. He'll still go for it. But I think when you've got someone so experienced at the top who can play that anchor role, they're a dangerous batting unit if you've got that solidarity at the top.
Yeah, and look at Bhanuka, my favorite Bhanuka, showed us a good half century today.
Wow.
That was some solid batting.
There was that 1-6 which he just picked off his legs, which was just absolutely exquisite. I think, look, he's come off very often. He's really solid up front, and he never bats below 150, 160.
Yes.
So you know that he's going to stay around for 15, 20 balls, but that's it. They played the template. And look, the one thing, remember Trevor Bayliss, he's won a World Cup.
Yeah.
He's won IPL titles. He's got nothing to prove out here. Yeah. So you can go and tell, he'll be much more relaxed about his position as a head coach than probably anyone has been in Punjab colours. So he's going to tell the team, go and play, enjoy yourself. This is your style, you're doing well. Yeah. And even if he loses a couple, the great thing about coaches who are experienced is they don't allow the team to lose their shape.
Yeah.
He's going to be very calm around and said, it happens, don't worry about it, just play this way.
Yeah, you've seen him.
I've seen him really closely, and obviously Michael would have seen him in England colours. He did such a fantastic job, he and Owen did together.
Yeah, let's look at what the Kolkata bowlers did. There was one who stood out, that's Varun Chakravarti. You see he's changed something this year. Running in faster, bowling them much faster. And when you look at his analysis, you're like 4 overs 26, and that includes a last ball 6. A last ball 6. He was 3.5 and 20 when everybody else was going for 10s and above. This guy managed to hold it together. Umesh Yadav, a word for him as well, because he's bowled his 4 for 27. So he did manage to trouble the batters. But Umesh was doing that last season as well. But Varun Chakravarti, interesting, right, Joy? Because last year we saw that didn't have a very good season. This year he's coming, he's looking pumped up. I don't think he's going to be bowling at that pace all through the tournament. He did take them by surprise today, didn't he?
I think he was absolutely fabulous. And I think that's a good omen for them. Because if Sunil Narine is way too consistent, even today he got hit, still he came back. He bowled a great last over. So Sunil Narine will come to form. That's like the sun will rise in the east, Yeah. So Sunil Narine will come to form. Varun Chakravarti bowls well. They're a decent bowling unit. As a batting unit, I have my doubts about them. They're a very decent bowling unit. Lockie Ferguson comes back, and you've got the set of a unit that, Umesh Yadav is doing well for them. Yeah. You've got 4 decent bowlers. I think something will happen with there.
Okay, but you know that something will happen when Knight Riders come out to bat. The first thing that will happen is I will ask you to guess who their openers would be, and you will get it woefully wrong, because they had about half dozen plus combinations last year. Well, there you go, half a dozen straight. There you go. Nobody really. I mean, they gave a 7-match run to Iyer and Rahane. I think that was right at the beginning, wasn't it? I think they started with them. That didn't work, and then it just was. It was just a draw of lots after that, wasn't it, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a sign of a side that's not winning, is when you start kind of searching for combinations, whether it's the opening batting partnership, bowling partnership. T20 cricket is a complex game because there's so many different scenarios, but the best teams generally have a lot of stability at the top of the order in their death bowling. They know exactly what combinations are going to work for them, but that combination at the top of the order is such an important one for T20 good teams to have a good start, a consistent start, a pair that goes out together, knows each other's kind of strengths and weaknesses. One batter will get off to a flyer one game because he's up against certain matchups, and the other batter just gives him the single. It's your day. You need that combination at the top of the order. So yeah, when they were picking out the hat last year to see who was going to open, it was never going to work. They need to try and get some stability at the top of the order. You
obviously are thinking that Venkatesh Iyer, have they announced it? Will Venkatesh Iyer come in as
for Varun
Chakravarti? There you go, that's their list. So Venkatesh Iyer looks the most probable to come in. Could be Jagdishan as well. Jagdishan opens. Yeah, but anyway, let's look at the 11 that they announced over there. Out of that, right now, that Cricbuzz looks like, he's the opener. Rana, the captain, would want to back.
I think Cricbuzz definitely will open. Mandeep could open, but, I'd be surprised if a Jagdish or Venkatesh Iyer didn't come in to open. And I think Varun Chakravarti is probably the least capable fielder they have. So, I mean, at this point in time,
Batter.
it won't matter.
Yeah,
Batter they have, sorry.
yeah.
It wouldn't matter at this point in time. So, probably he's a genuine number 11. I'd leave the rest in.
I mean, you didn't see Andy Russell with the ball, but I'm sure Knight Riders fans want to see him with the bat because if he gets going, right, then 191 or 291's short then, isn't it, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, the Russell muscle, absolutely. He's got a good pitch to bat on as well. I mean, I don't see it's going to change too much in the second inning. It's just that, Punjab have got that experience of batting on it, and they'll use the balls that they found most difficult to hit in the second part of the game. But Russell, he's possibly the key to the chase. It is a big number. It could have been a lot more if they'd not bowled so well in the last few overs. But I always get excited when Russell the Muscle goes out the bat because you pretty much know he's only batting one way, and it's get your tin hats on in the stands.
Yeah.
Let's hope he faces a number of deliveries and we see a thriller.
Well, we had some good catches taken in the stands actually today. So yeah, if you don't wear your hats, keep your eyes open and keep your hands ready. If Russell comes, not just Russell, there's some big hitters over there. Cricbuzz can hit the ball. Obviously, you have Sunil Narayan can do that. Venkatesh Iyer can do that. So there's some big hitters there. So you're looking at that batting and you're going, all right, listen, Mohali, this ground, this pitch, no real challenge. They should look and back themselves and say, listen, this is gettable. This is 191, it's not 230.
Yeah, and there's no swing on offer. There's nothing on offer
Yeah.
for the bowlers, nothing on offer for the fast bowlers. So really the key is that, how well do Ellis, Arshdeep and their third bowler, Ellis, Arshdeep and... who
There
do
you go.
There you go. Where am I?
Harpreet?
Sam Curran. Sam Curran. Sam
okay.
Curran, I think, is the key.
Yeah.
Because he's going to bowl maybe a couple up front, or if they don't get wickets in the 4th or 5th over, he'll be bowling at the death as well.
Who's coming in? I'm really keen to see who comes in. I'm guessing Rajapaksa would perhaps sit out if Jitesh is keeping, right? And then somebody comes in. Let's look at their impact list as well and see who are the bowlers.
I would put in a Rashid Dhawan just because...
It's interesting what he does, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's clever with his line and length. Obviously, not got crazy pace, but got crazy experience to exploit any condition.
again.
So if he comes in, you know that if the match goes in the end, Arshdeep, good in T20 towards the end. He's good.
Curran.
Sam Curran is there
Specialist
as
for
well.
England in the end.
I think Nathan Ellis will be a key as well. Nathan Ellis has got incredible slow balls. The back of the hand slow balls is worked brilliantly at different conditions, but it's worked brilliantly in Australia. He's a fantastic competitor towards the back end of an innings. So I think his variations of slow balls are going to be very important on this kind of surface.
Yeah, so they've got the bowling. They're going to look at it because we saw, I think Tim Southee, the wicket that he got was off a slower ball. So anybody who can do variations of pace, those are probably your only options here in Mohali because there is no swing that's on offer. There's no crazy spin that's on offer. So gents, I'm looking at you and saying, where do you think the advantage is? Hashtag feels.
Yeah, normally whenever you have an IPL, I think you always tend to go for chasing teams.
Yeah.
But I feel 191 is a big ask unless Andre gets away. I think it's advantage slightly, but very slightly Punjab at this
Punjab.
point.
Michael, for you?
Yeah, I'm going a bit old school. Runs on the board. I still feel when you've got that kind of number on the board, you know, even if they get off to a flyer, 2 or 3 kind of really good overs in the middle, and the rate just goes to a level that it becomes very difficult. So yeah, runs on the board.
Okay, our score predictions, of course, were top. Mine were topped at 180, so I was the highest, and we've got it all wrong. So we're going to try a play again. This time power play. I'll make it easier. How many are coming in the power play?
47.
47? Geez, you're really low balling it.
I'm really low.
47, you're getting 60s
I'm
regularly.
just looking at the stock market and just following them.
All right. Michael?
50.
50.
I'm going to go
Guess.
straight on 50. Yeah,
56.
Okay.
56 is where I go.
Gareth, do you want some good news?
What?
Liverpool are beating Man City.
I tell you what, if it's Liverpool this season and there's a team from Manchester on the other side,
That was unnecessary. Gaurav.
It was.
That was totally unnecessary.
it kind of goes with everything else that I say at most times. Completely unnecessary.
There are 8 reasons I don't like you now.
Oh, I thought there was 7.
There's
Seven, yeah.
There's seven.
We won the first set 6-0 and then, oh, stop it already. All right, I'm going to go watch the Liverpool game, the Punjab Kolkata game. Sorry, what did I just say? We're going to watch that and we're going to come back in the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox. So we're going to have a little update then. So do come in. News is confirmed that Rishi Dhawan has come in as the impact player in place of.
Rajapaksa.
I'm just telling you.
You're too good.
You think it's unnecessary, but there's some truth to the things I say sometimes. All right, just sometimes, and that time is up. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವವರೇ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಬೆಳಗು ತಿರುಚಿರಾಪಳ್ಳಿ
Hyderabad Superfast Express
পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন
कृपया ध्यान दो